All right, so hi guys. So now we're going to talk about solving multi-step equations, which is kind of like we're combining everything we've done in this unit so far. So we're combining like terms, distributive property, and solving equations all in one thing. Okay, so this section is going to be pretty hard. Okay, so really make sure you're asking questions if you don't understand something. All right, so let's get started. Remember, whenever we are solving an equation, we draw the river. And now we can do -3, -4, bring that down all separate. But I think it's a little easier if we combine our like terms first. So remember, we box or circle things that are alike. Okay, ignore what's on this side. So we don't really look at this for now. Okay, so we just look at the side with all of the stuff. And then we're going to rewrite it. So what is 4 plus 3? 4 plus 3 is 7. And then we'll bring our -6x down. It doesn't matter what order you put these in. And then we'll rewrite our equals 43. All right, so now we do the opposite operations. Remember, this was a +7. So what's the opposite of a +7? A -7. So then these cancel. We bring my -6x down. And what's 43 minus 7? 43 minus 7 is 36, right? Okay. And now we still do the opposite operation. Remember, in between these is multiplication. So we do the opposite and we divide both sides. Or what do you think, a +6 or a -6? Hopefully you're saying a -6 because we want to get rid of that negative sign. All right, when we do that, the 6 and the negative cancel. My x comes down. And then 36 divided by -6 is -6. Okay? All right, so going to example 2. Remember, we always start by drawing the river. I might draw them a little longer starting now. Remember, we kind of ignore this guy. And we want to combine our like terms. So we're going to combine our x's together and our -9 with a friend. Well, he doesn't have a friend. So, all right, so what's 4x plus 5x? 4x plus 5x is 9x. The 9 doesn't have any friends, so we just rewrite him, -9. And then we just bring down our equal sign and our -56. And now we start doing the opposite operations. So what's the opposite of -9? The opposite is to add 9. So then those cancel. My 9x gets brought down. Bring down my equal sign. What's -56 plus 9? -56 plus 9 gives us -47. And then we're going to have to divide both sides by 9 because remember, there's implied multiplication. So divide both sides by 9. When we do that, we're not going to get a nice number, and that's okay. So if you get it as a fraction, you can put it as a fraction, get it as a decimal, that's fine too. I got -5.2 repeating, which as a fraction is -5 and 2/9. So if you got that, that's the same thing. All right, we're gonna skip number 3 for now. Well, just kidding. I want you to try example 3 on your own. So pause the video, try it, and then I'll put my work/answer up there, okay? All right, so hopefully you got x is equal to 2. If you didn't, pause this, check your work against mine. Otherwise, I'm moving on to example 4. All right, example 4, we have to always draw our river. Okay, now we have the distributive property. So we're gonna have to distribute 3x in. So we're gonna have to distribute that in, okay? So remember, when we do 3 times x, we get 3x. When we do 3 times, remember, keep change, 3 times -5, we get -15. And we just rewrite our equals 6. What's the opposite of a negative number? So this is a negative, right? So what's the opposite of a negative? The opposite of a negative is a positive 15. So we're going to be adding 15 to both sides. These 15s cancel. My 3x comes down. 15 plus 6 is 21. Remember, there's implied multiplication, so we really divide on both sides. These 3's cancel. We bring the x down. 21 divided by 3 is 7. All right, so that's our answer then. Okay, we're going to do one more together. We're going to go do example 5. Okay, so example 5. We draw the river. Now, you guys see that fraction, and it's like the end of the world, so don't feel that way. Same principle, we distribute this in. Remember, in front of this x, there's an implied 1. 1 times -1/4 is -1/4 x. -1/4 times 8, in case we need to see that math. -1/4 times 8 over 1 is 8/4, or -8/4, which is just 2. -2. So that's why we have -2. And now we write equals -2. If you needed to do this in your calculator, that's okay. Please do that. Okay. Now we have a -2. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So we're going to add 2. I'm going to bring this down. -1/4 x equals -2 plus 2 is going to be 0. Now I'm going to divide, because remember there's multiplication here, by -1/4. 0 divided by anything is just simply 0. Now you may be thinking, should it be a -0? 0 is neither negative or positive. It's right in the middle, so it doesn't take on that negative sign. So this is our answer. All right, so now I want you to try example 6 on your own, and we'll check that in class the next time we're in class. Okay, so work on this and we'll check next time we're in class together.